didn't understand that because I had gotten in like a Canon DSLR. And you can't do continuous shooting. It only goes up to like 12 minutes. Like, so I had to look it up. I'm like, what the fuck camera can do? And they're like, no, you got to get like an actual camcorder. Like, you can't do
your phone anymore.
No, well, you can do your phone. Like so iPhones are really good. Like they'll keep recording.
I've been hearing that a lot of people say, like a lot of creators and stuff like that, you know, say that like, oh, I shot this on my iPhone. I shot this on my iPhone and stuff. I mean,
they purporting this shit like you could do iPhone 13 and shoot a whole movie and shit.
Well, I think you can. I think they made a movie or someone made a short film or something with an iPhone.
Are you?
But I can just imagine just like if you're editing. I mean, you got to be editing it on your Mac or something. Yeah. You got to be uploading
it's all housed products. I mean, you know, are you a big tech guy kind of? Or
no, not really. At all. I learn as I go.
Really?
Learn as I go. Nigga, hey, I'm the cheapest nigga to be like, what does this mean on YouTube? I'm like, I don't know how to do it.
There's nothing. Hey, shout out to YouTube, like for one, because like I don't know where the fuck I would be without having to Google or YouTube something like probably on the daily.
Yeah. Bro, the other day I fucking my fucking piece of shit thing that I drive, fucking the door like wouldn't shut because I lifted up the latch or something, and I'm over here stuck and the door won't shut, and I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, first thing I do is jump on YouTube, and it's like, oh, you gotta like hold the handle and push it down at the same time, and I'm like, that really worked. Like this YouTube got me out here like a whole mechanic and shit. It's just fixing my car on the right side of the road.
It's just interesting that people like take the time to actually do that. Like, you know, that they're like, you know, someone's gonna need this information out here on how to like fix your car or like learn how to surf or like, you know, actually work out properly.
You know what I be trying to tell females on my Instagram? I say, your nigga is being a bum because he wants to be a bum. Literally, YouTube will teach you how to do anything.
It'll teach you how to be a man.
Nigga.
Pretty much. Hey, YouTube's out here raising these kids.
No, if your man doesn't have a job or doesn't know how to do something, that nigga is being a bum. Literally, I know where you can buy sleeping bags for like $5. I'll help you. Because niggas don't. Like, you can literally look up anything on YouTube.
It'll teach you how to be a man. Like it's crazy. Amon Shumpert said that, like, my daughter won't date a man that doesn't know how to change his own oil. And it's just like, my nigga, like, I feel like that's one of those things.
I can change my oil.
Well, I feel like when...
Nigga, I can't. I'm too pretty to be doing all that. Nigga, I get in the sauna. Hey,
this nigga pull up to the Jiffy Lube and then walk away.
Nigga, why? Hey,
can you handle this?
Why you think...
You with the grease. Can you do this for me?
Nigga, you think I paid AAA for a reason, nigga? I go immediately be like, here's $1,000 for a year, nigga. I'm way too pretty to be under this car. You're crazy.
Yeah, hell no, you're right. No. I mean, you're right, but I mean,
you know, hey,
I'm not, I don't know anything about cars other than besides, you know, I check the oil and stuff like that. But that's just the one thing my dad taught me was just like, you know, how to change the oil.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, I mean, I am not a car guy at all.
No, I don't.
I learned it purely off the fact that like I had to do it one time. Like I was just like, yo, something about this, like I gotta change my oil, and I like.
You got a point though. I don't want to change the oil. Like I'm not looking forward to that shit.
It's nothing like I want to do it. Like, and have I done it since? Hell no. I take it and get service like when my car's a problem. Like
I'm not one of them niggas you'll see at 90 degrees on the east side with the hood popped up.
Yeah, and just oil on the wife beater and shit. Like
then go straight inside and finger my wife. No, that's not me. That's crazy. No, that's not me. That's crazy.
Yeah, niggas walking around with whole ass. You never see the dudes with his hands just always greasy.
Yeah,
always dirty. They're always dirty.
They didn't even wash their hands. Their hands still got oil on them.
The fingernails. I'm like, I don't know how the fuck you gonna get that out.
It's just that last. I don't know.
No, that's what I'm telling you. And then they go and finger their wives, and their wife's pussy blacker than this microphone.
Bro, oh my god,
it's wild. I couldn't. I'm too pretty.
I'm too pretty. You're right.
I'm not too pretty to call.
I ain't that pretty, but I'm pretty enough. Fuck that shit. I ain't doing that. No, you're right.
Oh man,
God damn, you're right. Fuck that shit.
Oh god.
Some like mechanics when we listen to this podcast. Like,
oh, by the
pussies.
way, I'm Shareef.
You'll change your own oil.
Fucking pussies.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Oh shit!
No, the real man.
They go back, finger bang their wife. Like, come here.
I'm like,
I'm gonna pull up to a Jiffy Lube. Them niggas gonna flatten my tires. I heard what you said.
Set up a spike strip. Like they be like, nigga, I heard what you said about us. Like, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. I'm not saying that I'm not like handy. Like, I'm not saying I can't hang a picture or some crazy shit. But it's just like there are certain things that like kind of it behooves me to even want to try to.
You know what I don't like though, to be honest? I saw this meme one time and it was like I feel like men got their testosterone. It was like a funny meme, but people took it serious. It was like to all the men who do construction, you're the real men out there. And I was like, they're basically belittling niggas who are in IT who do.
We're basically perpetuating this fucking idea of like, masculinity that's been,
And it was all these dudes on there like, I'm like, so you do know niggas in IT probably make $150,000. You make $150,000 to be sweaty with oil on your hands and stink.
Yeah. And there's some dumbass motherfuckers that work in construction, boy. Yeah. Like I'm not. Hey, shout out to the construction niggas. Shout out to everybody got a job.
No shade to people in the union.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I know a couple motherfuckers where I'm like, construction probably was the best option for you. Yeah. Doing IT probably wasn't your bag. Like, but I mean, you're making a good living. Some people enjoy it. I'm just kind of like,
say don't knock people who, because I've seen that a lot. Like people try to like you said, make you less masculine because you're not in construction. It's like, are you serious? Like, I picked this job because I don't come with those same brown crusty boots home.
That bright orange shirt looking like a highlighter.
What's the brand with the monkey on it, or with the I don't know what
Ben Davis.
Yeah, Ben Davis.
If you ain't wearing Ben Davis and Carhartt, you ain't no man.
After this interview, all three of us cannot go downtown.
We about to get our tires sniped, nigga. It's about to be bad,
bro. Like, so y'all are pussy niggas that was talking this shit.
Every mile I go, I keep running over fucking giant bolts. Like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, it's kind of
We've just insulted the automotive industry.
Industry
and the construction industry. Wow.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah. Now it's like our whole house is about to get a fucking wrecking ball right through it, bro. Like, hey, and that.
If you work in a kitchen, you a bitch.
Them are the niggas you don't want to say. They got knives.
Definitely. Yeah, they do.
Nigga, no, I love you.
They're not nice and they fucking with your food.
Hey, no, you know what? That's always been my thing. Is it like, there are certain people in certain professions that you can't fuck with. I definitely feel like, food service is one of those things.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, there are certain things that you can maybe say initially, like, hey, I don't want this on my food. Yeah. Like, if you say it immediately and you're like, all right, I don't want this. Like, but even sometimes when they fuck up and they still do it, I'm kind of like, do I really want to send this back?
Yeah. No.
Do I really want to take that shit? Where am I? Am I at a Denny's? Nope. I'm not sending it back. Like, it just depends.
The reason why I'm so nice because I worked at a job where I was always in the back kitchen. I'm not gonna say what job, but basically I saw the kitchen staff all the time, and just seeing them on their regular shift, on their phone because they have downtime, and then making food. I'm like, y'all are this unsanitary.
It's health risk.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that's just them on a regular. So imagine if you pissed them off.
If you're trying.
That's why I'm like, I used to be like, ooh, if I snap pictures of what you niggas are doing right now, like you're on your phone and then don't wash, and I'd be sitting there like, oh, this nigga, this is wild.
I would say the worst time where I had a question, where I legitimately wanted to tell the guy, like, bro, what are you doing? I was at Wingstop and I just got like some dental work done.
First of all, there's like teenagers working at Wingstop. Yeah, they know fucking cooks.
It was like, but still, I just got some dental work done, so I was numb. So the first thing I wanted was some wings, like, all bad math, because I was like chewing on my tongue later to find out. But when I was ordering, this guy comes up, he just got his order, he goes back to the table, and he got like original hot. He has a whole pile of them. My man has the nerve to come back to the counter and was like, hey, ma'am, these wings aren't wet enough. And I'm like, I even looked, these motherfuckers were glistening. I'm like, what do you mean? What? I'm like, she's like, not wet.
Wetter.
She's like, not wet enough. She's like, there's like literal sauce everywhere. He's like, yeah, they're not wet enough. And I was like thinking in my head, I wanted to tell him, I'm like, nigga, they're going to pee on them shits. Yeah. I was like, nigga, they're going to pee on your wings. Like, I'm like, you really want to, that's the request that you want with the sauce dripping all off.
Why don't you just ask for extra sauce on the side and go walk away?
My man.
Like, get out of
what
here.
What are you doing? My man. It's an easy, like, but it's those moments where I'm like thinking to myself, it's just not worth it. I'm just like, I'm going to, like, don't be disrespected by something that happens, but like legitimately, if it's like something small, you can let it go. Yeah. Like, it's not that.
I'm still going out to eat because if I cook it for myself, I might kill myself. So
right? Salmonella is the number one killer. Salmonella is the number one killer in the kitchen. I'm glad we got that's our icebreaker. So welcome to the show. Hi everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Dope Theory Podcast. This is your boy, the One Leg Bandit, Eric
and Joeezy,
and we are here and back once again. As you can hear, our random ass banter. About all the services
after we just went after three different
industries. I don't know how that's gonna, we're gonna have to cut some shit out.
I got a question.
Yes.
What up?
Yes, sir.
I heard this nigga say his name was One Leg Bandit. Usually it would be Three Leg Bandit.
Usually.
Big dick. I'm confused.
Usually.
You need to describe this, because if I was going around talking to females, I'd be like, Bitch, I'm the three leg bandit out here. What is one leg bandit? I need this explanation.
So I started the show. When I started the show, I tore my ACL, and I was like, I was hemmed up, but of course the only leg I had was my dick, so it was just kind of like I was laid up. What could I do? So I called myself the one leg bandit, and it's just kind of stuck. Like ever since, like I got motherfuckers in public calling me that shit.
That might work though. You might go to a female and be like, "What's up, baby? I'm the one leg bandit."
They look at up. Oh my! You have to do it when you're sitting down though. You fucking standing up.
Hey, right? Like, oh, this motherfucker's an amputee. Okay, all right. He's kind of brolic for it. He got them thigh pads on. What's happening? But yeah, that's where the name originated. I've never had anybody. That's a good.
Nigga, that was the first thing. I was like, this nigga started off with a dick joke.
You're like he said that so sly.
I was like, no, nigga, I'm a writer. I heard that.
You're like, nigga. I have a question. You're not gonna say that so calmly. Like this is how y'all start the show every time.
Yeah.
That no one's ever asked me. That actually goes into who we have with us today. I'm gonna Joel, you want to do the intro? I feel like more.
I don't know. We got songwriter, author,
philanthropist
in
the streets.
Actor.
Local hometown hero,
fighter. Gosh,
you got a lot going on for you, bro. We're gonna have to insert his resume into this spot, like next to his head. Like,
so usually we have the little name thing at the bottom. And the title. It's gonna be like,
but we can't make it that long. It's got to be some short shit. Like I'm gonna have to put the fucking stats next to him, like he's a fucking creative character. Like
father,
he's got 98 on this. But no, legitimately, yeah. Go ahead.
Shareef Allman.
Hey. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Shareef Allman.
Glad to be here.
Microsoft is trying to update. There we go.
Glad to be here.
We're gonna dive into everything. We'll figure out what this guy is.
The kids love you.
Yeah, the kids love you.
Yeah, the kids love Trick Daddy. How you doing, man?
Good.
Welcome to the show. How's everything going?
I like it. I like the setup. It's nice. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. I always kind of feel
I'm very open. So I always tell people be ready because I got a response for everything.
Please, when someone asks you, especially like your current state and where your mindset's at, when you're just like, hey, come be on my podcast real quick. Like, were you like, hope these motherfuckers are like not taking me to their basement or I'm gonna be in a closet somewhere? What was your initial thoughts?
My thought was I just hope they're ready to talk because I've been on one before where it was kind of mellow and like I was being me and it was kind of like, the
energy wasn't matching.
Well, yeah, the energy wasn't matching because I'm very like
animated.
One thing that I think I did well with just like my following and people, I never wanted to get categorized as one thing. What I mean by that is I never wanted to be Shareef, the serious guy. Shareef. So I think people follow me and because they're like, this dude will be serious, he'll be funny, he'll be sad, and I can be all that. I can be out of pocket. Like I never want. That's why with my book stuff, usually writers are like, I only do horror, I only do autobiographies. My books literally range from my first book was like a drama to my second book was like kind of erotic and sexual. My third book is a kid's book. My fourth one is like a football story. So I always want to be up and down. I never want to be that one person. So to answer your question, I just was like, I hope they're ready because you might get the Lord is a good man, and I hope you guys attend church on Sunday. And
hey, man.
Did you see that girl's feet over there at the club? It was fire. You never know.
I mean, I respect that. See, and that's the reason why we had to put the cliff notes next to your head because I'm like, I don't think people like will fully grasp like who you are probably in just this segment alone. So I hope that after this,
hopefully,
when we expand our minds, they will expand your minds.
Exactly, and hopefully people do their own research and find out who they are and find out what avenue they like to digest you in.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure there are people that like, I like your books and stuff like that, or hey, I like when you make funny videos, or hey, I like when you do stuff like for the community and stuff like that, or or I think you're a funny guy, I like following you. So I guess we can dig into the one that's like on the floor since you said it. Being a writer. Yeah. What prompted all this to kind of come? What made you want to be a writer? I know you probably get that question a lot. You're like, oh man.
No, so it's actually funny. So, people always trip out on this. So two things, like I've always had a creative mind like through my whole life. So it's kind of like the Stephen King story. If you guys don't know Stephen King, he did it, all that. But do you know
Heard
his background story?
No.
Long story short, the reason why he wrote all those crazy books is in his autobiography. He talks about how his mom used to leave and his babysitter would get drunk and lock him in the closet for hours. And he would start creating all that. And he would be in the closet so long he would throw up on himself and have to sit in it, all this crazy stuff.
Wow.
But that's where he processed just because of his upbringing. So my upbringing wasn't the same in that aspect, but more in the same of I was so used to being alone. I used to just create things in my head. Like, it's so weird. A lot of the stuff that I've created now, I remember. So what I do is I listen to a song and then I'll get a visual for it. The books I have now, actually, I remember creating when I heard the song back in elementary school. I remember thinking, I was like, oh, this would be a crazy scene. Like, literally, the songs are that old where I was like, oh, this is a song. And then I would remember it. And, like, there's a song. Have you ever heard that song, Roxanne?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know, I remember sitting in the back of the car, I think in elementary, going, oh, I have a, like, I don't know what kid thinks like this, but I remember that scene, and I wrote it for something in a book I have. I remember thinking, like, it goes, Roxanne, you know, and I remember I was like, oh, I can see a girl overdosing as she's walking down a hallway in a hotel room and she's falling to, like, that's how my brain, to that song at that moment. I remember thinking that, and I used it 20-something years later.
So, wow.
It's like, well, Shareef, we're Chuck G's. You know, so this nigga's in the back seat like, yo. You good? You good? You good? All right, cool. We're Chuck E. Cheese. My nigga's over here in the books.
He's over here like daydreaming, drunk bitches overdosing down the hallway.
Yeah, bro. Like, hey, that is some. Hey, I love that. And you know, what do they call it with like, it's the same thing. Like, everybody gets like certain feelings when they listen to music, and like they remember certain memories. But like, I know like with Alzheimer's patients, like to get them to remember, they help them listen to music. It helps them perk up.
But to be honest, I actually, like, the book thing wasn't first. Actually, as a kid, really was into writing, like music.
Okay.
Like, I remember, so my dad had a play he was gonna do, and I remember I was in 4th grade, and I remember I wrote this thing, and he was like, "You wrote that?" I was like, "Yeah, I wrote it right now." I remember to this day. But I actually started writing music for it, but I never wanted to be like no rapper. Even till this day, I don't want to be a rapper or whatever. I don't want to even get labeled that. Everybody's trying to do the rap thing right now. It's so far-fetched.
But I'm not a rapper.
But I'm not a rapper. But it's crazy because I used to, so all through elementary and high school, I used to do this thing where when I'd go to parties, people like, oh, that's Shareef, we can go off the top. And I would have the whole party be like, oh, point to something. And I would just be like,
rap about
it. And then when I started getting into the like, oh, let me try to see if I could write a book, that's when I started to grow into like, oh, maybe I could storytell. Because like the first rap I wrote, I was 4th or 5th grade for my dad's play. I remember it. It was only like 18 bars, but his play was about domestic violence. And I remember it was society could be cool if it wasn't for these fools doing things that they should never do. People stepping up to you wearing red and wearing blue. From the east to the west, they'll put you to the test. They'll drive around your hood. It's late at night. Kids riding the bike just to play at night. What do you know? 5 seconds, 5 shots. Somebody's on the sidewalk flow.
Damn. Hey, that's a...
That was my 5th grade rap.
Hey,
don't give that to the teacher.
That's 5th grade?
Yeah. 5th grade.
No way. That's crazy. So it's funny
but we just talked
you would have been like the star of my class. I would have been like, hey, this nigga can get away with whatever. Like, I just break it down for him, Shareef. Just let me see it.
I think that's so interesting though, how you like, you just had these skills to be able to go off the top and stuff like that. Like, I mean, and not like want to aspire to be a rapper. And I think that's a lot of people. Or I think it is some people that use rap as just an avenue to get to what they really want to do and stuff like that. A lot of people are capable of rapping, but they do that for like a couple times, like Donald Glover type stuff. Where it's like, I got bigger dreams, to get where I want to be. Rapping is just a stepping stool.
It's just it's fun. Like, but I'm not gonna lie, I have a feeling like I love all my like Sounds 8 people, but I've had so many people tell me those 2 little funky songs I wrote, The Country Girl at Heart and The Love Is So Strong. I had people be like, you actually can sell those. Like, those are actually really good songs. I'm like, but I'm not trying to.
But that's not what it's for.
I was like, yeah, it'd be cool to perform, but I was like, it's just funny though because like I have boys who've been trying to do the Sounds 8 rap thing, but they do the same. Yo, my VVS is bright like a light.
Yo, we had a
diamonds all white.
We had a deep dive on
over some weak ass beats,
but we had a deep dive on that not too long ago with another guest who is like he's more like he's blowing up, but he's more on the R&B side of it. So it's
so he was trying to do rapping, but then he like kind of pivoted, which I think
it worked out.
He can sing better than he can actually rap.
Because we had a question of like, because the hip hop scene in the Bay Area is very different, like from other places, and it can be a little bit. I feel like, in every aspect, becoming a rapper and becoming a successful rapper, shit, it's like more rare statistics than going to the league and actually playing, like, and having consistency and going for a long time. And I think that like up here, from kind of my standpoint, was always been like, as far as I've known, there's not a TD, there's not like a huge precipice. There's no like, the biggest thing you have is like, as far as like a Snoop Dogg up here is like E40 and Too Short and shit like that. Like those are always going to be the OGs. But outside of that, it's like they are bringing up some of the young homies, but there's like no coalition of them. We kind of saw it like brief moments during the hyphy movement where it was like the pack and stuff like that. But once that movement ended and motherfuckers from other places started taking our sound, then it was like, well, what do y'all got now? And then it was just like, well, fuck, like y'all jacked all our shit. So it's kind of like, so, would you say, so you grew up in the Bay Area, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I've seen it all.
San Jose, born and raised and everything like that? Okay.
I've seen it all as in, like, the rap.
Like how the progression.
Yeah.
So, would you, after the music thing was kind of like part and parcel, like, to transition to, like, writing, how was that? Like, to, like, you're like, I want to actually create stories. Like, what kind of brought that on to switch over?
So it's funny. People always trip out when I say this, and I actually really have like a learning disability. Like, I'm serious. Wait. This nigga,
my bad.
Why are we laughing? What the fuck?
He was like, I got a learning disability. I was like, oh man. I didn't mean to laugh. My bad. Shout out to all the people with learning disabilities. My bad.
This nigga is canceled.
We're gonna cut that. He's like,
he's so serious. Oh, like, my bad. My bad.
Hey, at the end of the track, at the special Olympics, they're gonna have this nigga's face, so everybody run faster to get to this nigga and punch this nigga. They're gonna have a poster of this nigga.
Everybody knows I have problems on the show. Everybody knows it. Like,
no. So
I have a disability.
So I never like. People trip out when I say this. The last book I fully read was in 5th grade, Bailey School Kids. I have literally, I have this thing where I'll start reading and I'll start like sweating. I'll start like inside. I feel like I'm like in a closed room. I can't read past like 4 or 5 pages in one setting. Like It's like a real, like I'll either have to get out, go on a long walk, like literally 5 pages. So but it's weird. Since a kid, I've always been obsessed with, I feel like this nigga gonna laugh at this, with people lost or stranded. Like in like the worst way possible. So my first book that I came up was 19. We were going somewhere, I forgot, and I remember telling my mom, like, can I see your laptop? And I wrote, the first line was, and as he woke up after 2 hours of being asleep, he turned over to see his hand was as red as a brake light. And I was like, oh, I think I want to write something about people lost in the snow. And then that's how, because since a kid, I've always been like, I used to watch Castaway. That was my favorite.
Oh, that's my shit.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
So I've always been, so there was that was my first book, Equals, where it was about 10 kids who bullied each other all through high school, and they win this ticket, like it's like the golden ticket in this book to go to a ski resort with 50 other kids. But these 10 kids all through freshman through senior year have bullied each other. There's one overweight kid who's bullied by the fitness kid. There's this Chinese girl who is bullied by this pretty little Mexican girl who's a cheerleader. Just all that, like everything you can think of that's a stereotype. And then on the way up to the resort, the bus flips over and kills all 50 of the kids except the 10 that bullied each other. It's about how all 10 of them have to work together through this week or 3 or 4 days walking through the snow for safety. And before each one of them dies, they realize you're not as bad as I thought you were.
How old were you when you wrote this?
That was 19.
What the fuck? I'm that's so like I'm like thinking like so
like that sounds like there's layers to that shit.
Well, so like I gotta I did as much research as I could. I didn't get a chance to read but that that's fucking crazy. Like that's very vivid as like for any person. Like I mean. Even myself, I have like thoughts like that, but like that's very vivid that you were able to world build like that. Yeah. Like, have you ever thought about doing wanted to go into like TV production and
that's writing? My goal in my life is I've always wanted to direct, but I always want. clearly I want to be able to direct the stuff I write because it's hard because people can give me their vision, but I'm very like, I told you, when I see something, I see it. So like
I ain't gonna read the script. I can only read 5 pages. I read 5 pages and I threw it out.
Yeah, I know. I get it. All right, I understand.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a director. Like since a kid, I've always had a camera in my hand. So I've always had a passion for film. But not editing. I just want to be the nigga that walks in and be like, no, this is how I want the scene shot.
Yeah, you don't want
hey, look, all these wires in here, y'all clean that up.
Yeah, hey, right? Hey, you don't want none of these problems, nigga.
Yeah.
Like this is.
But you can only do that with your own shit, though. You can't be like taking someone else's vision and then trying to.
That's why it's like
you got to be very, and that's the thing. Is it like you also, you said like I've seen you like a number of times like out here in the world, and like you've always me and you like I'm like, hey brother, what's up? Like blah blah blah. And to me, it's like you're a nice guy. I know you don't want to shit on anybody's feelings or ideas and like shatter their dreams in their head because at the same time, it's just like, yo, everybody's entitled to their opinion and what they want to do, like yada yada yada. Same as you, everybody. But like it's tough to try to. Like I understand what you mean. It's tough to try to get someone's dream in the right. Like you're like, I see this one way, but you see it another, and I'm trying to get the world to like you're trying to get your message across, and it's kind of not the way that it should get across that way. And would you feel like that's the reason why you don't like really gravitate to books and reading like that because you're just like, I feel like I could do a better story than this.
Yeah, that there is that. Like I'm like, I don't. It's almost kind of
not better, but you know what I mean.
Well, there's that, and then there's also like how a lot of comedians don't watch other comedians because I don't want to
absorb someone else's
I was like I don't even want to be in that mindset. So I'm like, let me because all my books. One thing I've had, and I know this is another weird thing for a kid. I've always been obsessed with plot twist. Like so, like no, like heavy. Twist. Like when I was in elementary, like I remember asking my mom, like, wait, like rewind the Sixth Sense. So tell me what happened. Like no elementary kid. Remember at the end he was a ghost the whole time. Like no elementary kid cares that much. Or like I love so every book I've wrote has a plot twist. Like Equals has a plot twist. Countless Hours has a plot twist. Inches to Acceptance has a plot twist. They all like. Equals though, that's the one I think out of all 3 of my books, that's my favorite plot twist. Long story short, so remember the 10 kids, they bullied each other, right? They wake up at their different times.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Fast forward in like 2 seconds.
They're walking through the snow, but they all have their injuries, and this girl, the pretty little Latin girl who's been a bully to everybody, her ribs are like broke, right? Yeah. And so they were like walking. She has to stop every 5 to 10 minutes to be like, my ribs are broke. They all have injuries, and then they gather all this little scavenger stuff inside of the bus before they go on their walk, like extra jackets, food, whatever they could get. So about I think it's like the 2nd or 3rd day, 2 kids have already died. 3 kids have already died. They wind up going like, she's like, I need the aspirin, give me the aspirin or whatever. And they're like, there's only 2 left. Like we need to ration in case everybody's hurt out here. So she takes the aspirin, they're walking. And then this is like the end of the book. She winds up falling face down and she starts convulsing. And then they go and they like flip her over and they're like, what the hell is wrong with her? And then it's a senior trip, right? So the kids sneak drugs on. So she took 2 ecstasy pills. And then when the kids go to like revive her, they pull up her jacket and she's like 6 months pregnant. So her ribs weren't broken the whole time. She was just trying to hide that she was pregnant. So that was like the plot twist of the whole book. Cause like, I want the audience to be like, wait, why does she care so much? Cause when they're all like, let me touch, she keeps going like, no, don't touch me. My ribs are broke. And they're like, but we're trying to help you. And then at the end, when she dies, they pull up her big jacket and they're like, oh shit, she's 6 months pregnant. And she just overdosed on 2 ecstasy pills. Cause it's a senior. What is this face? Right?
Shareef Allman will be writing my fucking biography when I die. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now,
fuck?
I want a plot twist. I want a plot twist. This nigga's a fucking genius.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's fucking.
And I'm sure like that.
Amazing.
I'm sure that plot twist is obviously more rewarding once you've been with these characters. Once you've been obviously reading the book and stuff like that. Like it just pays off. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, that's wow.
That pays huge dividends, like in terms of just the like story across the board. Like What is it? What I mean, how long does it usually take you to write like stories like this?
So there's different. I've learned this on the way. There's different type of writers. There's people who like will just freestyle it all and just like Stephen King does that. I love him. Like I watch all of his YouTube stuff. He apparently just blacks out and just starts going. I do two different things. I'll do like my notes are horrible. Like my notes will be like 3 niggas at a table, beer, no, look, it'll go like this. Dead body, red blood, refrigerator open. And then I'll start working from there. But a lot of the times, you know how I do my big scenes? Yeah. I'll put one song on repeat and literally on repeat, and then I'll just keep typing away. Like, I gotta show you guys the one. I don't know if you've seen Inches to Acceptance. There's songs I will list, like literally I'll put one song on repeat and I'll just write the whole scene. And then I can paint it. So I told you music is a big part of my thing. Like,
I mean, hey, it's a great motivator. It's a great motivator, and it's good to be able to. Because I'm telling you, I see crazy shit like when I'm just driving in the car and listening to music.
So you remember? I know you guys have heard "Hey Jude" by the Beatles.
Of course, yeah.
You know the end that's like 5-minute song that's like nah nah nah. Yeah. So when I was writing that scene, I put that on repeat. And I was like, and I just remember like I had it blaring in my headphones, and I just remember I was like, from an aerial shot as you look down at the 3 kids standing over Shanoa's body, and I was hearing the nah. I was thinking of a camera pulling away, and you just see them lifting her shirt back, and it's like nah 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 nah, and it keeps going higher and higher, and then it's just them standing around her with her pregnant belly out and her like deceased on the snow, and it's like, so that's how I write my scenes. So I'll be like, and I'm like, so that's how I write a lot of my scenes.
Love Hey Jude.
Oh, that's my song. Oh, you want to know something? I know none of you niggas asked this, but that's my song. I try to do my whole 8 minutes in the sauna with.
Really?
I put that song on and I try to do my 8 minutes. That's like my sauna song. It makes me not think about being in 120 degree sauna and 24-hour fitness.
What? I mean, that makes that.
Nah, okay. Nah. Bro, because that ending, you'll just be like, nah. And then when he goes, Jude. Oh, my God. Jude. Nigga, if I was at that concert, I'd be in there with tears. Jude.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I haven't heard Hey Jude in a while.
It's been.
Oh, that's my song.
I have it in my rotation.
That's my song.
Like, I had to keep the music down because the last time we did like YouTube shit, it was like music stuff. It was like YouTube was like copyright conflict. I'm like, right. Come on, my nigga. Like, how much money y'all got? Why y'all messing with me? But no, for real. I mean, yeah, music can take you places that you probably never thought that you probably in your life mentally would go. I mean, shit, writing, sports. I mean, like music and sports like go hand in hand. Like to be able to drive you forward and do shit. Like I can only imagine, like, I think, who was it? Like Quentin Tarantino, like he would always listen to like The Doors and shit when he was writing a lot of his movies and stuff like that. I mean, he's
a feet guy too. Shout out to Quentin Tarantino.
Yo, my man is I've
little random fact since we're talking about my boy, because I love Quentin Tarantino. If you look at all his movies, he puts girls' feet specifically in a scene and does an up close shot. That's a little side note for people who don't know nothing about Quentin Tarantino.
And when we stop doing the show and we move over to straight feetfinder.com, like, trust me, I've been thinking about it. Niggas is making $3,500 a month off feet pics, and my feet don't look bad. But no, for real. I mean, I think that it's a great thing that you're able to world build like that. And I think, for you to be able to move to the next level of being able to produce like your own shows and everything like that based off of like your stories. I mean, I'm a true believer, and I haven't even read anything yet. Like that's an amazing talent to be able to do, because I know what it's like to write hip hop. Like, and that shit sometimes. I don't know, because writing raps is sometimes. I mean, it's as easy as you want to make it. Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to really get a message across, and you're really trying to display a work of art, it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to go through some unorthodox like type of like process. Like, would you say you are an unorthodox like kind of writer?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would say just after hearing his method.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know too many authors, but I think that,
you're the first one I've met in real life.
Pretty much. I think that like a lot of people have more of a structured method than he does, but I don't think that's either right or wrong. I think it's just, that just makes him more unique. And I think it probably reflects in his writing too.
Yeah, but I also do a lot of stuff that people won't do, that I go way far-fetched, like way out there to make the scenes real.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you an example.
We just said some pregnant girl just overdosed right now.
So I mean, I didn't give no pregnant girl no pills. But
I know, but I mean...
But no, I'm saying, but you're pulling from real life experiences, like not real life experiences, but you're pulling from things that like potentially you're like, there's no way.
I see what you're saying.
Like, there's no way that this could happen.
No. What I'm saying is like to write a scene to make it real. Like I'll show you my sister. Shout out my sister. So when I was writing Eagles, right, it's about the kids trapped in the snow. We were in Reno. I actually got a cool video from when I finished it. We were in Reno, and she saw me getting my boxers in the hotel room. She said, "What are you about to do?" So I went out and I laid in the snow for 20 minutes so my body would go numb. Yeah. And I was like, I need one of you to sock me in my ribs as hard as you can so I can see how this feels.
Yeah.
And so that's like where I take it to like, I really want that experience of like, I don't want to just be like, oh no. I was like, oh no, this, like when you get punched in the ribs, and mine are like when I think I socked a pole too, just to see what the sensation went like. Oh my God, nigga, that after being numb, it's the worst feeling. But that's what I mean by like I go.
He's a method writer.
Yeah, method writer.
Yeah, it's like a method writer.
I was about to be like his method actor.
No, I mean, but he's right. Yeah, he's like a method writer. Like
you're
almost putting yourself in those situations.
Like I remember one time I was at a Starbucks and this girl, the way we became friends, she was like, "I'm sorry, but you just." Walked out of Starbucks because Starbucks has like a big window, and I just looked up at, it was pouring rain. I just looked up at the rain and I stood there soaking for like 10 minutes because I was writing a scene, and she's like, "What are you doing?" Like, mind you, I've never talked to her before, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm working on something." She was like, "Oh," she thought it was really weird. She didn't get it.
I mean, honestly, I would think the same thing.
Oh, I thought it was weird, but I had to get the scene.
Yeah.
I need to know what it felt like with the water coming on your face and like.
I always say when I see that type of shit happen, I'm like, hey, shout out to you, my nigga. Do what you, hey, keep moving. Hey, that's, hey, like, I can't mess, that's the thing is that like, you got, people have a process. Like everybody has a process. You want to go through these things but see, you get a lot of people that write, they'll go far-fetched and they've never been through it before. They've heard like, it's like a secondhand tales. Like, but then you get other writers who've like actually been through this shit. Yeah. And for you, you're just like, okay, I've never been trapped in the snow before, but I would like to see like potentially what the sensation would feel like in like a small like microscopic vacuum, of a thing that I can control. And that's very unique within itself. Yeah. Because I've never heard no shit like that. That's very like that is a great feat and talent that you are displaying, and you put it on paper. Yeah. And so how many books have you written?
So I have Equals, Countless Hours that are out, but I have Voyager Destroyers that is done. The only problem is I believe that's my kid's book, and I believe in that book a lot. But bro, I never knew how much, because I need about 50 to 100 pictures. I've DM'd a couple people. The minimum was $15,000. Wow. 15. So
wait, just like illustrated?
Yeah. So I'm putting
we'll talk after. Yeah. I gotta put you on to somebody.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I was like, OnlyFans about to get started real quick. Hey, I've been there like this.
And that's the end of the show. All right. And that's the end of the show. Hey, turn the camera off.
No, but there's that, and then I have my Pride and Joy. The one that I call my Oscar winner that I have a video on my Instagram. I've pitched it to 6. So I do this thing where I'll have people be like, hey, all I need is 45 minutes of your time, and I promise it won't be a waste of time. So I pitched my 4th book called Inches to Acceptance to, I think now over 600 people in 2 years. Oh, and when I mean pitched it, I mean a live.
I think I saw you doing that promotion about a couple years back, where you did like this video collage of people, reactions to it.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!" to the end. Yeah,
you're even asking people like, "Hey, if you want to be part of this, like."
Yeah, I would ask people like, "All I need is 30 to 45 minutes. I promise you won't be bored." I've done 600 people in about 2 years. I haven't done it in like 4 or 5 months now. Mm-hmm. But that is like, so that's my 4th book. That I wouldn't sell that to Hollywood because I believe I need to direct that movie because I have all 6 songs, and so right now I have 4 books, and then I have like 3 other ones, but those are in progress.
Yeah, okay, all right. I don't understand people's objections. I always go go to that movie with Jim Carrey, Yes Man, and I'm just like, yo, just say yes more. Like, you know, sometimes it'll get you in some places that, like, yeah, it may get you in trouble, but at the same time, it's just like, if you see an opportunity to work with somebody, especially like, you know, like young black men and such as ourselves, like, you know, it's like, hey, yo, like, we're not trying to sell you crack, like, give us a shot, like, like, what you want from me, like.
I would be like, how I want to be. My girlfriend always tells me to not say if, but the day I do get to where I am and, you know, I have that celebrity, like, I want to be able to walk into rooms where, like, people who I've rocked with who maybe didn't blow up, I could come back to their thing and be like, hey, like, you want to do a podcast? And they're looking at me like, nigga, you have 50 million followers and are worth $100 million. You want to come to our little, or you want to wear my clothing line? Like, I'm like, yeah, niggas, like,
yeah,
that's how
it's about
it's
about lifting people up.
Yeah, niggas, you know? Right now are nowhere near that, and they're acting like they're at that point. That's I mark my words. I can tell you right now, but it's gonna only be for certain. Certain people, not like these people who are like. There's certain people. The day I get, you know, signed by Netflix and I'm this worldwide whatever the hell I'm gonna be, I want to be able to come back to like some little Los Gatos kid who's like, hey man, I've been a fan. Can I do your podcast? Yeah, sure. What time do you want me to pull up? Like, and this nigga looking at me, and my agent's looking at me like,
real?
My agent's looking at me like, nigga, is he gonna pay you $50,000? No, it's not that serious.
It's not about that.
Yeah. Hey, there are some people that like who are fairly well known, and they do kind of that cool, like, you know, like that cool shit. Like they'll jump on someone's live.
J. Cole rides the subway.
Yeah. Or like they'll like come to
a taxi.
They'll come
shot
to
a whole music video inside of a taxi.
They'll come to like some kids, like, you know, graduation or some sort of event, or do like, you know, I think that's the coolest thing ever. And I always told myself that, like, if I ever like I want to do small shit like that.
Yeah.
And I think people. I think when I know there's some people you'd be like, I mean, I just hope in my heart people, when they hear me say that, they're like, nah, Shaw will really be that person when he gets there. But there's some people that say that and you're like, nigga,
there's no
way. The minute a nigga gives you $1 million, you're going to be the most brand. Some people just give off that energy. When I say it, people are like, no, I can really see you doing that. Like,
no, and I feel that too. I think him and I definitely got that. What?
But I'm gonna say this.
This nigga said, "Nigga, give me $100 million, Shareef. You got to come on the show and cut a check."
I'm just gonna say, if it's between you and 500,000 and having lunch with you, I'm taking the 500,000.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Wait,
hey, Shareef, I love you. I love you, my G.
Lunch with Shareef or $500,000. Hey, hold on, wait.
You gonna make me pay for my own lunch, nigga? I'm burning this whole place down.
Some dude really did that, huh?
No.
Was that real or not?
Yes.
Was that?
So
yes, he took a picture with the nigga.
No, you're talking about that meme that was going viral, right?
It wasn't a meme. Yeah. It's real. I will Google the shit that my nigga had to pay for his own dinner.
So there's a meme.
Lunch.
For those who don't know, the meme I saw was a meme of Jay-Z, and it said, would you have dinner with Jay-Z to soak up all his knowledge or take $500,000? And of course, it was like 3,000 comments.
I thought it was a meme.
I would take $500,000. The only reason, yes, absolutely. I know you can get games from
but
Jay-Z,
how much
but
can
you never know what he may be like. Oh, your ideas are cool.
But the flip side is like, how much
that
is he really
nigga said
gain,
he didn't learn shit from him, and he had to pay for his own lunch, and it was just
even if he paid for the lunch, I still don't think it's worth it. We could have lunch at like Nobu or whatever.
If like, I want to have lunch with a normal nigga, I'll go have lunch with Joel. Like I'll be like, my nigga, you could make me laugh probably more than Jay-Z can.
I'm taking $500,000 every time,
bro. Then you'd feel hella dumb if this nigga was like, I like your idea. I want to sign it for $1.9 million.
Jokes on him. I got no idea.
And that's the
the joke's on you. I got nothing ready, nigga. Your wife's fine as hell. Where's she at?
I would say so. Okay.
Yeah, now the beehive about to have me now.
Bro, we about to get murdered at the
Hey, can you have me a white cloth from that
Shareef's about to be like, nigga, I just came on here to promote my books, nigga. Like y'all got me canceled by the whole community.
Now the beehive gonna be attacking them.
This nigga Eric's laughing at my mental disabilities and shit.
Hey Eric, have me a white cloth from that fridge, brother.
I will.
Or do you want to take $10 instead?
Wait, what's the white cloth?
Yeah, we got the it's the strong ass ones though.
Oh, white cloth. I thought you said white cloth. I was like, nigga, what is about to happen right now? Said, nigga, what are we doing? Why do you got white cloths?
Yeah. Well, what is that? Blood orange? Nah, not that. That's gross. White cloth, chloroform. What's it smell like?
Yeah. Hey, we got this nigga's book. We about to just copyright this motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, I'm good right now. Oh, can you just hand me the white cloth so I can get cold?
This ice cold, dude. My fridge is way too hot.
Thank you.
But yeah, man. I mean, you know, I think to myself that I would glean a lot of knowledge from you, from Jay-Z. If I asked the right questions, or if I had something to pitch to him, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would get up the best bars that I probably ever had.
Really? You think?
I would definitely freestyle.
I'd pull a Big Sean, my nigga. It'd be bad.
Are we freestyling at the end of this? You and I, let's do it.
I suck at freestyle.
Oh.
You can freestyle.
But we could get you up there.
Get a little something.
I might hop in there like Big Tigger.
Okay, let's do it.
The basement.
Yeah. You know they're bringing the show back?
The basement?
Yes.
Or Rap City?
He just announced he's bringing Rap City back.
But why do we need this? I mean, people don't even watch videos on YouTube anymore. I mean, I'll find out that the music video out after the fact after I heard the song.
If he's doing it like a podcast and niggas come on there like fucking five fingers
like
of death?
Sway?
Yeah, if niggas come on there like that, okay. I'm all right. Like I'll fuck with it. Like but Shareef, we brought you on for a reason.
Yeah.
Tell us what we got on the. What do we got here? What is this?
I think it's one of his books, right?
Explain it to the people.
I have. Okay, so I have different books. Like I'm gonna say Equals is my throwaway book. What I mean by that is if a company offered me money, I'd be like, whatever, take it. I don't care. Just give me my $800,000 and do what you want with it. Countless Hours. This is my Netflix baby that I want to get to Netflix.
This is the one that you've been pitching to Shonda Rhimes, right?
Yes.
Or trying to get her attention.
Yeah, this is the one that I believe can be a show that can go for 8 years.
I love that picture. I googled you. I was like, my nigga looking hella fly on here. I'm like, I don't know what at first I was like, I'm like, wait a minute. I know this nigga, but for whatever reason, this looks like I'm in a Burberry. You want
to know what makes
photo shoot?
You want to know what makes me mad when people do this? I swear people still don't believe black people write books. Every time, no, I swear, you would be surprised.
Nigga, who wrote this?
No, did you write this? No, look, I'll give you the exact expression. People are like, "Oh, I like your shirt. What's on there?" I'm like, "Oh, I write books." Swear to God, and I'll pull a book out and I'm like, "Oh, this is cool." And watching my face, you'll be like, "Oh, wow, this is nice." And I'm like, you really wrote this book.
Yeah, they like. Nigga,
hey, bro. It's funny because that was my next question. Look at this, like, nigga, you really wrote this book?
No, but you gotta show the people the sweater. Like that shit's fly as fuck. Like I looked at the front of your book and I looked at your sweater. I was like, my nigga is styling like a motherfucker out this.
So I can tell you what that's about in like under a minute. So long story short, this is my Netflix baby. I believe can literally go on for 8 years the way I wrote it. It's about 6 women incarcerated in a prison. What? Oh, 8 seasons. Yeah, 8 seasons. My bad. It's about 6 women that are in prison and they meet this older black lady named Rose. She's from New Orleans, and if you know your history about New Orleans, they're into voodoo, hoodoo, and Satanism.
Oh yeah, baby, throw voodoo.
And so these girls at the beginning of the book are talking about men and how men ain't shit because they're in prison, right?
Yeah.
So they're sitting at the prison table, and then Rose basically tells them, "Hey, I can give you the perfect man in your cell every night." And the girls are like, "What guard do you want me to meet?" And she's like, "No, since a little girl, I've had this gift where when you lay asleep, I can put you anywhere you want to be with anybody you want to be with." So the girls are like, "That's bullshit. That doesn't work." Long story short, one girl goes, "I'll try it out tonight." She lays on her back in her prison cot, and Rose puts a cloth over her eyes, the cloth that's on the front.
Oh, you thought that was a white cloth I had in the fridge, huh?
The chloroform. And then basically the girl closes her eyes, and when she wakes up, she's outside the prison cell, and the guy of her dreams comes up to her and basically, is everything she wants. Long story short, all 6 girls try it for 6 months. Every night from 3 to 5 a.m., they travel the world with their dream guy. They go outside the prison in their mind, right? They're still in prison laying asleep physically, but their mind is traveling. And then on the 6-month anniversary, Rose tells the girls, now this is where things change. I gave you this every day for 6 months. Now I need you to kill 3 people in this prison. And if none of you guys do it, then none of you gets to see your dream guy again. So after... It's about love and romance, and the character builds with their guy when they travel the world with them while they lay asleep. Then Rose basically says, I gave you this. Now you need to kill 3 people, and if you don't, none of you gets to see your dream guy. And then once they assassinate the 3 people in the most torturous ways in the book, then each one of the girls starts dying off in a way Rose causes, and one girl's left at the end of the book talking to the warden of the prison, and she's like, this is everything that's happened in the last 7 months. And the warden goes, where's Rose? And Rose is outside the prison. She escaped somehow. So that's my... Woo! The claps?
Man.
I'm sorry. Like, hey, get this man a job somewhere.
Shonda Rhimes.
Doing something. I need you.
Wait, because I got to see his face. So I know. Spoiler. I got to tell you the plot twist of this book. So
wait, hold on.
No,
for sure.
No, I got it because I know. So in the book, right, Rose is like this. She's basically like the leader, right? She soaks them in with 6 months every day. So basically, how I paint, because men need like a visual. So basically, how I tell guys that didn't understand it. Imagine if we were in prison, right? Mm-hmm. And I told you, hey, when you go to sleep tonight, I can put you with the baddest bitch or whatever the girl your dreams looks like. And if you want to be in Vegas, lay down and put this cloth under your eyes, count to 10, and when by 5, you'll be in Vegas. So that's how I paint for guys. So then so you would get obsessed with that, right?
Right.
So during the whole book, Rose is getting things inside the prison that you normally can't get. Like she's getting alcohol for the girls. She's getting the girls all these certain things. And she's controlling the prison and nobody knows how. Like,
right.
How is Rose controlling the prison?
Rose is the warden.
Yeah.
Rose is the warden?
No. At the end of the book, the guard goes where the girl who's the last girl, remember there's 6 of them, the last girl who's telling the whole story, the warden goes, so where's Rose? And she stands up, and I say in the book, as she stands in between the door, she goes, I know you don't believe my story. And he's like, I'm not saying I didn't believe your story. I'm just saying it was because like it's very far-fetched. Like the warden's sitting there like, so this is everything.
Okay.
And she goes, you don't have to believe my story, but you're asking where's my loyalty to this prison? Where's your loyalty? And the warden's like, what are you talking about? He's like, and she goes, well,
she's been with him.
No, and she goes, well, where's your guard's loyalty? And then the warden goes, what are you talking about? And the last line of the book, before the girl steps out, she goes, my story is just as unbelievable as Rose controlling the prison, because while certain girls lay to sleep, Rose would put them under and let the guards rape the girls. So Rose was letting the guards rape the girls, and that's how she was getting everything she needed in the prison, and that's how she escaped. So while the girls were unconscious, and one girl in the book actually winds up getting look at this nigga's face.
Yo, man. Oh my god.
So in the book, you're wondering when I wrote it.
This is the moment I scream at the TV. I'm like, oh shit!
Yeah, that's how I wanted. Because at the end, I wanted like when I was writing it like a show, I was like, I picture a girl, and the last banger is like the line banger is like, she goes, well, where's your people's loyalty? And she's like, my story is just unbelievable as your guards raping the girls or whatever. And then you realize like, oh shit, Rose was letting the guards rape the girls because they're unconscious, right? They're in this dream state or whatever. And there's a scene where one of the girls says, I rolled over on my prison cot and I saw something I'd never thought I'd see in this prison, but I just leave it there in the middle of the book. And you're kind of like, what? And then I bring it back, and it's the girl who's talking to the prison. She's like, that's what she saw. She rolled over and she saw one of the girls, under Rose sitting right next to her, and the guard with his pants around his ankle raping the girl.
My man. My man. You... Hey, I don't know Hollywood. Whoever fuck sees this, like, I need y'all to. Where can people buy this book?
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon.
There's a lot of nasty stuff, so it's rated.
This isn't for kids.
Yeah,
this is not for children.
Hey, let's just open up to a random page, see what we get. Let's see if we get anything.
Yeah, here we go.
Like, you horny ass bitches. Oh my god. Let's
all right. Well.
All right.
This is the Dope Theory After Dark.
Wait, just read this. I already know this nigga. I felt like a science project was about to happen and be tested on my body. The next object in my view is two huge hands holding a white washcloth. It lowered softly over my eyes. The hot cloth was soothing to my skin. Relax and leave all your worries to me, Russell says. I feel his words, and then he started to massage my breast. My breathing is steadily and slow, just like his hands running through my hair underneath the dark. Why are you shaking?
Bro, I'm just like... Well, first off, you're an amazing writer. That's very like that
was an incredible twist.
Well, no, but that's the thing is that like when I read books,
I want to tell someone that.
I'm a huge fan. Well, I'm a huge fan of like vivid, like you need to explain to me what the fuck's going on, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to know. Like, I mean, that is like I just peeled through the book and I could see your dialogue, I could see the descriptions. And everything's very vivid, and even like even the picture on the cover, like who ended up designing that for you?
So my boy Brendan did, when I was writing it, all 6 characters, I was like, I had this like ideal of how they look, so I was just like, hey, I'm gonna give you a list of like the description, and I was like, put a blindfold on all these. So he did a mock-up. He did a white girl, he did a black girl, he did like a Mexican girl, he did all these mock-ups, and I lined them up all side by side, and the white girl one was almost made the cover, but it wasn't like
it wasn't there yet.
Yeah, it wasn't as deep as I thought it was.
Okay. Come on, my brother.
Find it on my phone.
Can have no white girl in your book.
Dr. Umar.
Dr. Umar entered the chat.
Yeah.
Can't have no snow bunny.
What are you doing?
You can't have no snow bunnies on your book, my brother.
But yeah, so he did a mock-up, and then that one just it spoke to me.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice, man.
So can I ask, why did you choose to go with the red cloth over the eyes when
Are
the
you
book
ready to
went?
break down the book?
No, I just wanted to know.
So all my books have like a subliminal meaning. So
On the covers?
So the red, or yeah, all the covers.
Okay.
So the red cloth represents the first time they met their guy. He was wearing a red tie, and that's the same tie that. So remember, it's an illusion.
Yeah.
So that's actually a real red tie that it's not a cloth, but in the book it's a red tie that Rose ties over their eye, and then when they meet their guy, he's wearing a red tie, and then this is actually Rose. So this character is actually Rose, and if you count, there's 6 roses in the book. There's 6 female characters, and it's like each rose has life in it, and she's biting into the rose. So it's like she controls them, she owns them, she's one with them. And then the book is called Countless Hours.
I'm about this shit tonight, nigga.
I mean, you gonna be in the bathtub jacking off.
Bro, this is crazy.
Yeah. I'll be there anyway. I don't have a book now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shareef Allman. We're not done yet. Please go to Amazon. Correct? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Please go to Amazon. Go to anywhere you can buy this fucking book. Support my man.
Hey,
support his dreams. Let's get this man on Netflix. I'm not.
I want
bullshitting
to find
with
the
you.
white girl and see if I can.
Please do.
See if you guys like it.
Please
I know
do.
this nigga already gonna be like, no.
No, my brother. No,
Thank you.
No, my brother.
no, my. Go get my Hotep hat out the.
I'm not getting that.
Okay,
I'm not
leave
getting
the
that.
Hotep hat in
Yeah,
there.
I'm gonna have to put red eyes on you with the fucking beams. I would say last thing. Any future projects coming up?
Yeah, what you got? I mean,
Right now, my biggest thing. So I had that. Remember how we were talking about like I want to just settle down. I'm really just trying to focus on this one, getting this to Netflix. So I had the whole T-shirt giveaway thing.
was it with let's tag Shonda Rhimes?
Yeah. So now it's just a waiting game to see what happens with that, and just prayer and good energy. That's all we can do.
For whatever you need in the future, nigga, I will be. Hey.
Oh, I got some T-shirts in the
All
car. Oh, wait, I got some T-shirts of this in the car if you want one. They're new.
Nigga, of course.
Yes.
Nigga, of course. I support all my nigga. I wear it everywhere. But no, legitimately, I'm saying this like on record right now. And R.I.P. Michael K. Williams. I will be your Michael K. Williams for whatever you need, my nigga. Like, whatever part you want me to play in any of the book to Netflix shows.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
All you have to say is like Shareef. All you have to say is be like, look, I need my nigga Eric Woodruff to play this part.
I need to ask something though. That is fine, but why did this nigga out of the thousands of actors go to that nigga?
Yeah.
Because he's everything. Him and Wood Harris are like the most used.
Hey, Wood Harris is in everything.
Wood Harris is in
That is
everything.
true. Okay, I got you.
him and Michael
I
K.
was like-
Williams are in everything.
But they're in everything, but not even like in the biggest way. They're just there.
just
like,
Got
there.
you.
They're
That's
just
it.
freaking
Okay,
there.
that
They're
makes
just
I
there.
was like, nigga,
They're
there's
just
thousands
there.
of alive actors.
Yeah.
Why'd you pick that nigga?
Well, he
Bro.
unfortunately just passed,
Oh, yeah.
and I think that kind of.
Yeah, bruh. There was a random movie like where something exploded and Michael K. Williams is running from the explosion. I'm like, nigga, you don't even need to be in this.
He's all, I
They
got a
zoomed
20
in
grand
on his.
check.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
But
the-
that's what I'm saying.
It's those Michael K. Williams, Wood Harris.
If you want to use me and him like Jay and Silent Bob, my nigga, we will be in the
that Mexican
background.
dude that be playing Hector in all those movies.
Hit us up if you want me to be extras. That's all I gotta say. If you want us to be extras, be like, yo, I need some parts for this my show.
for the free.
But
Netflix is giving us a check.
jokes
Let's do crazy shit with it.
All jokes aside, going back to like what we were talking about like 40 minutes ago, it's stuff like this where I literally, and when I say I hope people know in my heart, I mean it. Like when I am able to be my own Jordan Peele, and like, you know, say I get so much money over years and I can direct my own movies. It's stuff like this where I'm like, I own this show, so I want to write in a scene for my boys who are trying to come up and have their dope theory on my show. Like that's where I'm trying to get to. I can't do that. Like, you know, I can't go to Shonda Rhimes and be like, hey, I need it. We should be like, nigga, I'm just getting to know you.
Yeah,
but but
who's Eric Woodruff and who's Joel McKenzie?
Why are they always in your book?
Why are you like, what the fuck?
What do you?
Who are these two niggas carrying your bags that you want us to put in your show?
My chauffeur for some reason.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so that's my goal is like But future projects, I'm just really trying to get this to. I really like. You don't understand because the way I did it when I wrote it, I really believe why I say 8 seasons, bro. Because already first, like just to piggy on this for like 2 minutes, you got to think, bro. Like already when you read it, right, the first season 1 could just be about the females. Like, have you, nigga? I didn't know until my ex put me on Orange is the New Black. Have you seen how many seasons there are of that?
Bro, there's a lot.
They drug that shit up. They drug that shit out so crazy.
Nigga, over one character, they'll do like a whole segment.
Yeah.
So with this, imagine you have 6 characters. You got to get to know them. Then you talk about
like 2 episodes per character.
Yeah. Then you talk about how Rose comes in the picture. You got to get to know Rose. Then Rose gives them this ultra universe that they go into. So then you got to establish each girl's time with their dream guy and then what happens in that 6 months. And then you have the middle breaker where Rose tells the girls, which is a whole different season where Rose would be like, now I need you to assassinate 3 people. That's a whole different season.
And all these ancillary characters that you got that get in the mix.
And then the final is each one of the girls passing away somehow due to Rose. Then one girl's left to end. And the way I ended the book is Rose is out in the universe, and the last girl, after she has the meeting with the Warren, she goes up to her prison cell, and there's a letter, and it says, I'm back in the world. Are you going to stop me? Because my next destination is, and then the book ends. And I say the girl's hand goes over her mouth, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, what happens? But when you turn to the next page, it says 5 years later, and it says, a California penitentiary, as the beautiful lesbian girl sits in her seat, she says, oh my God, it really works. So I opened it up to basically Rose went to a whole different prison in California 5 years later, and she's got a whole different set of girls.
And that's like, that's great. That's like amazing story building. That's like,
because then Netflix
light years ahead.
Instead of Netflix being like, because you know how many books blow up off one book, and then it's, I mean, first of all, this is what they pay people for, but then they fly in writers like, well, this book went viral, but how are we gonna? There was no, continue. Nigga? I just gave you a whole, next season of, oh, well, where did Rose go? And then when you turn like to the last page, it's somewhere in there. It basically says, as the lesbian girl sits in, and then that's a whole new demographic because think this is 6 straight
different women. Yeah. They're all different.
No, this is 6 straight women meeting a guy. But then the next season, going into the next season, I picture it like this, women. Right? Yeah. You're sitting there, the screen goes black, and you're like, oh, it's over. And then you wait that 10-second delay, and then this fine ass lesbian girl in her prison sits in, and she looks at 7 of her sisters or 12, whatever. And she's like, you don't understand. It really works. Boom, screen goes black. That gives the audience, like, who did, where I got that from? That kind of like, that twist.
Or the cliffhanger?
Do you remember, have you guys ever watched Stranger Things?
Of course. Yeah.
Do you remember the ending when you're like, what was it the end of the season when, who's still alive at the end? They're hot. Hey, remember the screen went black and then all of a sudden it gave that like, this nigga's still alive?
Yeah,
that's what I want in Countless Hours. And when you're like, oh, it's over. And then you're like, wait, what do you mean it works 5 years later? Wait, Rose is in a different prison? And then that's when Hollywood's like, sit this one out.
Yeah.
We
paid
you $15.
We paid you enough. Now we need to get like fucking.
Now we got writers coming in.
Yeah. Now we got like.
We got it from here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what usually happens. Like when your baby like can finally walk, and you're like, all right. Yeah. You're like, all right, Jesus, take the wheel. Like I don't need to do this anymore.
I'm not gonna lie to you, nigga. At that point, like how they do be giving contracts like that, I'd be like, I don't care what you do. Hey, I don't care because I'm still getting paid off royalties and you cut me a solid check. I don't care what
you say. Hey, but wait, so you say abuse this shit. Like 8 seasons, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
because some shit be going too long. I
don't give a nigga.
Yeah.
They can go until all of us in this room were 70.
It could be as long as fucking Grey's Anatomy.
But that's just going on forever. But people's
nigga, that show needs to end.
But people's attention spans aren't like that anymore. Because now people that like that show are calling for it to end. People that like Walking Dead are calling for it to end.
Some things are just too long.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Some things are good.
That's why I appreciate when things like have an end.
Like when you see the beginning of something, it's very special. It's very catered. And even when it's like a short, like limited series, even when it gets a second season, like you feel it's like very unique and special. But it doesn't need to go too much longer than that. Because at that point,
that's true.
But it could. There's so many stories to build off of that you're like, you leave the door open. Like that's the greatest part about your writing. You're leaving the door open ended.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. One thing that I do fear, and like, I know this might seem like I fear that like This is one of those things that, like, yes, I think I painted it for you guys to be like, nah, nigga, that I could see being on Netflix, like Bona. But that could be one of those ones that
HBO Max.
It doesn't catch fire. That's my only, like, they fuck up and they mess up, and then the vision I had for it never gets.
I mean, hey, that's what I'm saying.
Because there's a lot of trash on Netflix.
For me, HBO Max or Showtime, nigga, because this like with your content, I'm not saying that it can't be on Netflix, but I'm saying it could be on all those platforms. Yeah. But I like HBO Max or Showtime, like, nigga, I'm shooting for the fences, my nigga. Yeah. Like, I feel like Amazon, like, even then, that's what I'm saying. For it could go anywhere. Yeah. Like, that's the thing, is it's such.
I think it's just such a thing for me to just like be like, I tried for 5 years and I actually got to Netflix. You know that feeling of something, of course. One thing. I think to see my name signed on a Netflix contract, like,
hey, well, me and Joel carrying your bags, nigga. It's all good.
As long as we get a part. That's what I'm
saying. Like, it's all. Hey, bro. Like, hey,
you niggas got the grill. I don't.
Wait.
You paying?
So wait, all right. we over here behind Shareef holding his bags like. Y'all got any more of them Netflix contracts?
Yeah, exactly. You know,
hey, after you just signed this, like, y'all got any more of them?
I used to have a podcast back in the day. I used to think I was pretty, and now I'm carrying this nigga's bags.
Yeah.
No, for real. Like, it's hey man, sky's the limit, bro. Like, I honestly think that you have something special, and that you should hey, like I said, at any moment, at any time, talk that shit.
But my baby is inches to acceptance, which you'll hear tomorrow.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait. I'm
telling you, 600 people, and I've only had one go, it was all right. 600 people, one goes. I'm telling you, wait till you see. It's going to be a show in here tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
You're about to be like, nigga, what did I just walk into?
I believe you.
Because I don't sit down and read it. I act out 7 characters.
Man, you got the one-man show. Oh, shit. Ah, boy. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting.
Bring whoever. Bring your girl, bring your family, bring your friends. I've done it at bus stops. I've done it at gyms. I've done it everywhere.
I'm going to need to, like, bring some tissues. That's all I need.
We got plenty of them. I just bought a new pack from the store.
Your boy's been emotional lately, so it's like, I was like, please, just come on Sunday, where I'm mostly shutting the blinds like a vampire.
We got a game. Time to lighten it up.
Hi, everybody. Shareef.
Well, not a game, but more of a segment.
And my man has graced us with not only his mind and his wonderful books, but, you know, with his just presence, his music, everything. My man is like Rain Man, but like for real. Like Renaissance Man. That's who it is. Renaissance Man.
Not Rain Man. Rain Man's autistic.
Well, but okay.
Not saying anything wrong with that.
Okay. He already left. Don't make this nigga laugh.
Okay. I apparently have a problem that we're not aware of. Look, my man is a fucking he's a talent of many wonders, but we have to see where he ranks certain things out in society.
Yeah, certain things.
So we have a game that we normally play. For those of you that haven't listened to the podcast, and for Shareef, we have to explain the rules. So we call it overrated, underrated, or properly rated. That's what we're playing?
Yeah,
we're playing. Yes. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I read it off.
It's more of a segment, I say, because like there's no wrong or right or wrong answer. It's just whether you think something is overrated, underrated, or properly rated. And you got to explain yourself.
The last one?
Oh, properly rated. Properly rated.
Like, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, bad middle. Yeah, it's like so we have a few categories here.
Ready.
See, that's what I'm saying. Got in the mode. We have a few categories here. We're going to give them to you, and you're going to tell us why you think they are overrated, underrated, or properly rated. Are you ready? Okay. Yes, that is a yes. First subject, blue cheese.
Ew, that's disgusting. That tastes like sour pussy. No, that's so.
Oh, hey, what the?
Sorry.
Hey,
sorry.
Hey, this is a kid show, sir.
That is overrated.
Really? It's overrated. Why?
It's disgusting.
Thank you. I agree. Not even like the melted blue cheese for wings.
Nigga, next question. Overrated. Disgusting.
I think that there's a middle ground here. It is a little bit like it's not overrated. It's a little bit like it's closer to
I'm letting you know right now, if you were my server and I ordered buffalo wings and you brought that out instead of ranch, I'm punching you in the mouth.
You gotta ask
finally
because blue cheese is like the thing.
No, blue cheese is racist. That's gross.
Bro, what the okay. I had a buddy it's funny because we were in Pacifica right before we came here.
I had blue cheese before I came here.
We got a restaurant and we ordered wings.
Great.
And on the menu it said blue cheese, and I'm like, hey man, look, don't bring me this blue cheese, bring me ranch. Yeah. And like, why do I have to say this? I thought ranch is like
I don't know
the
who
base
thought
for every wing.
Do you have like?
I don't even like that being up there.
Are you a cheese fan?
No,
it's disgusting when it looks like this. Like this shit looks crazy. Like that one right there. This one
that
right
looks like
here.
Molded, that's molded cheese.
No, it's not. Cheese is mold. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I mean, but the thing is that when you see shit like this, I'm not gonna eat this. If it looks more like opaque and this looks like pepper. Like, but it's like weird.
You know what it looks like? Like that one on the right. That one on the right looks like all the old niggas in the gym who go to the sauna. You know their heels. Their heels.
Oh, the back of the heel.
Yo, I try to look away from them niggas because their dicks are out too. Like, what the fuck, bruh?
Hey, Photoshop a dick on that cheese, and it's gonna be like,
hey, you literally just triggered so much shit in my head right now, my nigga.
Bro,
Hey, sorry, this is gonna be a fucking hot take. If I'm sorry, old niggas, I get that you just.
Hey, type in blue cheese dressing, please. I can't look at this anymore.
No, yeah,
dressing. At least when it's dressing, it looks like. So, you ever had by accident blue cheese dressing and thinking it was ranch?
No, nigga, I like ranch.
I know, but like ever was served an accident?
Okay, Hidden Valley wishbone blue cheese is disgusting
because it's like sometimes
blue cheese is chunky.
Sometimes I'll be hungry. I don't even look.
That's like jumping into bed with a dude and be like, "Have you ever had a dude by accident?" No, nigga. I know
you ever had a dude by accident. Halfway through clapping cheeks, you're like, "Wait a minute,
yo, wait a minute, nigga. Untuck your nuts.
Something's wrong about this,
bro.
That's not suspicious.
That's not. Don't you think that's suspicious?
Look,
you don't think that?
I hate look, my man. Look, all I have to say is that,
bro, no.
If the restaurant, look, I've had custom made ranch at a restaurant like Wingstop because they custom make their ranch. That shit is delicious. I've had custom made blue cheese that does not taste so blue cheesy. I'm sorry. There's levels to this shit, ranch. My nigga. No.
So someone told me you didn't have real buffalo. You haven't had real buffalo
ranch. Don't get me wrong. I fuck with ranch. I'm a sauce boss like to death. Like
Mike said on Twitter, because I tweeted like I said there's something wrong with like people that be ordering fucking wings with blue cheese, and he's like, real buffalo. Michael's like, real buffalo wings. You ain't had real buffalo wings then. I'm like, well, keep them shits in Buffalo because I ain't fucking having no fucking blue cheese with my fucking wings. You tripping, cuz?
Look, okay, so it's an acquired taste.
What if
I'll just say that
I'm a blood. I can't have blue cheese.
we only fuck with blood cheese over here, nigga.
Blood cheese.
All right, nigga. So that's overrated.
All right.
It's overrated.
So overrated. I agree. Overrated. You think it's properly rated? Just for reference.
It's not okay. It is over. It's closer to. It's still overrated, but it's closer to properly rated.
All right.
For me, now that my adult palate is changing, like as a man, I don't know what's happening. I'm. You know what? This is the thing: is that you looked up all these subjects and put them on my screen, and then it tripped me out that you did that, and I was just kind of like, wait a minute, why are all the subjects already up here?
Yeah, because I already got it ready.
Wow, this is gonna be one. I have a Drake. Overrated, underrated, or properly rated from a fellow music star, and I know it's hard to rate like an individual. Speak on it. Talk your shit.
I've been waiting for this one.
Please give me your honest opinion.
Properly rated.
Okay. Why?
Drake. Triple threat. He's an actor, rapper, singer, movie star. But let's just go back to the music.
Yeah.
I like people who can be multi-talented, and he's clearly shown that now. This nigga can sing. He can actually rap with bars. Okay, everybody has their moments where they have people write for them. Yes.
I don't care about those ghostwriting rumors,
yeah,
to be brutally honest
but
with you.
I'm still going to listen.
At the end of the day, you got to take, it's still his delivery.
Yeah.
So we're just talking about music, right? Are we talking about his?
We're talking about Drake, the individual.
Drake as an individual.
Oh, yeah,
so that
bro,
encapsulates a lot of,
bro,
yeah, a lot of shit.
I don't understand how people like he deserved what he just got, artist of the decade. Like,
that's true though, but that's
nigga literally did what me and you are doing right now. He talked I don't know if you've seen all of his past stuff where he was like, like the nigga literally talked all of his stuff into existence, and then on top of that, he's like, you know what? The joke I always make, like, imagine sitting back like, you know, the Degrassi just ended, and like you're at home, you still got your Degrassi money, and Drake is who he is. You're sitting there like, damn, nigga, I mean, I'm still rich, but look at this nigga on a world tour. Like, could you imagine the actors and actresses?
I'm just comfortable, but I knew this nigga.
Yeah, like, can you imagine the actors and actresses like sitting like
he branched out from Wheelchair Jimmy and fucking flourished, bro.
Nigga, so no, that nigga is rated where he need. I don't understand why people are like that nigga needs to go down in 20 years.
Is he goated as far as like rappers go, or I mean, you know, is he like on the Mount Rushmore of like greatest rappers of all time, or what do you put him like?
J. Cole and
how big is this Mount Rushmore? Because right now there's only 4 presidents on that shit.
All right,
I need an expansion team.
Where do you place Drake? Because I don't agree as far as like bar for bar, he's better than he's not even top 10. As far as like, you know, rappers that go bar for bar.
He's like a
top 20. But top 20 bars.
Something has to be said though for his accolades.
Yeah,
and his
why.
I would say top 20
household
I would say top 20 bars, but in terms of like overall like production and just like music generation,
like 5.
He's in 5.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
Top 20 bars, he's not like
no, for sure.
He's not spitting like that.
I think that's not what we're talking about when we're talking about Drake as an individual.
Like, I'll give you a perfect example.
Let's talk about Drake like the pop star.
I like words clearly, right?
Of course.
So I'll give you an example, like Certified Lover Boy. I had to listen like 3 or 4 times, and I was like, like the 5th time I was like, I really like this. Like this. J. Cole's last album, the basketball, what's it called? With the basketball.
I listen to it all the time.
The first night I listened to that, I was like, this nigga is wow. Like, I knew immediately. So that's how I kind of like, I had to keep listening to Drake. Like,
yeah. So let me ask you this. What did you think about Donda? And before you answer that, I said, and I think I still stand by this. I still say that
the offseason.
The offseason. Yeah.
The offseason.
I said Donda's going to be an album that in 2 years people are going to go back and say this is fucking genius.
Yes.
It's not that yet. I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, I don't know if you just heard he's doing with TLOP with the Life of Pablo.
Yeah.
He's doing additions to it. So he now dropped something. So he'd originally dropped Chris Brown's verse, but he's like now now he's doing additions and swaps on the beats to it now. Like, so it's going to be an evolving piece of art like for a long time. Like, cause you know how like Wolves and shit like that on the original TLOP was like everybody loved the original. Now people hate the fucking one that he has now. But then he dropped Fade. And now Tiana Taylor is like my future baby mom. Iman Shumpert don't know yet, but like she's so ripped, it's crazy.
Gross.
It's bro. It's but no, like
the ripped man sitting next to me.
Hey, shout out to you, my nigga. Like, hey, my man. Hey, all praise due to Allah, but you're fucking my man's jacked. It's crazy. You can't tell under the sweater, but. Yeah, my nigga look like Genuine on crack. Like it's like
my man shredded like a Julian Salad.
Yeah,
man. Hey, what you doing? Because I'm trying to come with myself.
Yeah, I scrolled over his Instagram page. I was like, buff. All right, cool. Like, all right, cool. It was like I just like, all right, cool. Now there's 2 buff niggas in the room. Like, you know, great. But no, like legitimately. It's an evolving project, and I think that at the same time, like Drake's up there. Drake's always going to be up there, and it's going to be hard to defeat. I mean, it's not even about defeating in hip hop. It's hard to encapsulate the same things that he's done over an amount of time, and it's only been a short period.
10 years.
It's been a short
10
period.
Years?
No, it's been longer than that.
No, it's been 10.
2007. I was in college.
Can I just say something random real quick?
Yeah.
You want to know who I feel sorry for? This is so fucking random.
Tyga?
No, even worse. You imagine being on that fucking team and Gutta never got his shit.
Yo, nigga, I think about that all the time. Hold on, wait, time out. First of all, you got.
No, I really want you to imagine. Lil Wayne was like,
I know he. Lil Wayne's over here. Lil Wayne's assembling the Avengers.
This is your year. Drake, this is your year. No, actually, it'd go, Nicki, this is your year, kind of. Tyga, this is your year. Drake, you're going to do it. And then we're going to redo it to where now we're going to. And Gutta just.
Gutta's like, what about me? Wait, hold on, wait.
I feel really bad for him.
Look, go back to. Every time I hear that song, I'm like, man, this nigga Wayne really was Nick Fury assembling the Avengers. And we didn't know it yet because Tyga puts out.
You're talking about
hits.
Bedrock.
Yeah.
I can make you a Bedrock.
Tyga puts out. He doesn't put out good albums. He just puts out bangers.
Yes.
He puts out bangers.
Yeah, he puts out solo projects.
Nicki's Nicki. Nicki, you know, she has her own following, whatever it is that.
Yeah.
Drake is Drake. someone was gonna like the Hawkeye of fucking.
He never got.
Oh, you got a show coming out, and it's okay.
I'm good. He
bro,
never had nothing.
I would be pissed if I was him.
Where is he at?
But he let a lot of. But you gotta understand, they played their part.
They knew, but Drake was always gonna be Drake. Because that's a fact.
Because
No,
at the
I
same
disagree.
time,
I don't think they knew Drake was gonna do what the fuck he was gonna do in 2000.
But where's the little twist? Where's the other little kid that was there? Was a couple little kids that came out with them, Chucky whatever.
What's
yeah,
but nobody knew Drake was gonna be that nigga.
Okay, hold on. I want to say I'm a Drake fan.
You really? Knew
I had a feeling that he was gonna be big. Not this big, but I thought he was gonna. I thought he'd have like maybe 5 years, a couple albums, but not this big. Who could have seen this big?
I'm sparing niggas like a bowling lane.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never watched Degrassi, so I didn't know.
Neither. No, I didn't either.
No, but even when that came out, I was like, I remember the first. I think everybody remembers this line that kind of made them love Drake. It wasn't even Bedrock.
What song was it? What was your first Drake song? You heard?
No, I honestly think this was the first song that made people fuck with Drake. It was the. First off, you know what it is if you heard Drake. Making hoes wobble like a bridge in an earthquake.
What song is that? Like,
I'm going in.
I'm going in. That's the first song I ever got high to. So, like, but the first song like I heard from Drake was what was it like? This here is on some truthful shit. Brand new. It was that
driving off a breakup.
I think mine was always like first. Mine was always first I ever had. Like
best I ever had.
Best I ever had.
Okay.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean. Or how about I already played this game of old Drake.
Because I was always like, who is this person and why does he have a video with a bunch of women on the basketball team? Like, this is just insane. But then it was just know.
How about that Ransom with fucking Lil Wayne? That's not even out on Spotify. Like
once again, it's on YouTube. But
I'm a hog, gotta get along.
Are these the questions up there?
Kind of.
Is that second one?
All right, hey, give it.
So Drake, time. Underrated, overrated, properly rated.
He's properly rated. If anything, at some moments he can be a little bit underrated.
He's definitely not underrated. That's for sure.
I can say in some moments he's underrated when it comes to like when you listen to Certified Lover Boy, and it's kind of like one of those moments, and you're like, all right, nigga, you can actually rap your ass off. Like, you know, the singing part's always been kind of like there, but it's just like. Fountains is legitimately Controller Part 2. Anyway, next subject.
What the fuck is happening here?
Turning to porn.
Sleeping naked. Going commando.
Who sleeps in white drawers? You're just asking for you're asking for questions in life. You're asking for living dangerously. I overrated, underrated. Sleeping commando. Like that. Then like commando's like ass naked.
Yeah. Sleeping
not just in drawers. That would have literally, like, we had to turn the safety protocols on. Otherwise, this shit would have been like dicks out. Like, you would have been like, what show am I on?
This is a Sucio boy.
Probably rated. Do what you do. I just can't sleep with socks
on. Okay. Properly rated. I say.
You sleep naked?
I don't sleep naked, nigga. What the fuck? Why? What difference does it make? We got different rooms.
It makes a world of difference. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. If there's an emergency in the house, I need at least to like, you gotta have the bare minimum.
So you know what I thought the other day? Can I just say, and this is a little TMI for some people, please, but like, this is like living with a roommate.
Please. Yeah.
I think running, like, because we keep our towels in the hallway, like, so I think running to get a towel.
From the shower hallway, when you ain't got a clean one in there?
Running to grab a towel from the hallway and hoping that I don't run into my roommate in the middle of the hallway naked 100. Should be an Olympic sport.
Hey, 100%. 100 fucking percent. Why'd you do a video 100%. 100%, my nigga. Like,
because like I'll be like, oh shit.
Did he
go to work?
I just did it the other day. I actually hopped in for a second. I was like, damn, I don't have a towel. And I was like, now I gotta run into the hallway.
Scroll down real quick.
Because I'm not gonna put drawers on just to grab the towel. Especially fresh ones.
No.
Yo, what? Hey, what's happening? Yo, what? Bro, what you Google?
I said sleep.
You fucking up my algorithm.
I'm trying to get you to scroll down where I just see only females. Thank you. Just right here. I'll take that. No, yeah, right
the middle
there.
row.
Just leave that. Thank you. That nigga with his cheeks in the frame.
Bro, what is
y'all can't see the screen, but this shit's going. I mean, y'all can see part of it, but it's kind of crazy right now.
The ratio of female to man is perfect because She was making me
sleeping naked is dangerous.
I've done it a couple times, but like it's not.
When I'm drunk, to me, like I come home, like I be like I just take all my clothes off.
I'm afraid.
Like,
I'm afraid.
After sex.
Yeah, I sleep. Yeah, I sleep naked.
Not even that. Like I don't know. I low key like put my drawers back on. Like after.
No, actually, yeah. Sometimes I do too because I don't like looking flaccid naked.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, nigga.
No, well, that's one thing. Also, I like some control. Like I don't want to be like I turn left and my dick turns right, and I'm like now like in this Ball Johnson dance with my shit.
Wait, first of all, okay.
Yeah, like it's just like, bruh.
Nigga, you know what we're talking about.
You know what I mean. Look, no, seriously. I'm not gonna. It just. I'm by myself, and I'm not hammered. Shit. I'm not going to go ass naked first. That just seems insane because it's like I always think of the world of danger because that's how I live my life. I'm sorry, like it's just nothing is safe. Like I'm sorry. Even with a roommate across the hall,
it ain't safe. I have to I feel weird walking around here like
naked when we're not home?
When you're not home. Like I'm like someone can. I don't know. Someone's gonna break in here and take.
Well, there's a lot of weird noises and shit that be creaking, so you don't know who the fuck. Yeah, our house breathes. But no, like legitimately, sleeping naked just is like if there's a fire, I'm not gonna be that nigga on the fuck.
What if I gotta fight someone when they break in?
You're right.
I mean, I'm not gonna fight someone when they break in, but I'm gonna fight. What if they think I want to fight them?
Look, here's a good example. Have you ever seen the movie Eastern Promises with Look, there's a movie called Instant Promises with the nigga who played who's Aragorn from Lord of the Rings.
I've never watched Lord of the Rings.
Oh man,
but still, it's a Russian movie. No, it's like a Russian, but it's like English and Russian. Like, but the guy gets into a fight inside of a spa, and he's ass naked, and the guys have blades, and I'm like thinking to myself. Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen?
Yeah, Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah.
He gets into a fight in this movie, butt ass naked with these two Russian niggas, and they have blades. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, how would you feel, black man, waking up in the...
I need a disclaimer real quick. I was just I got a message and I need to check it, so I just wanted to say that. No. Listen to this nigga, because this nigga was describing two Russian niggas butt naked, and I picked up my phone so I didn't want the audience to be like, is this nigga searching for that?
Everybody does it. Everybody does it.
Not me, nigga. I got a text. I was like,
two Russian niggas naked.
Yeah. Hey, it was the worst time because I was like, wait a minute. I'm answering this text as this nigga.
You said that. You did say that, and you looked at your phone. I was like, oh, he's Googling it.
Hey, please zoom in on him.
Yeah.
Please zoom in on him.
I thought he was Googling it.
Hey, no, you know I can multitask. And I was sitting there. I was like, wait a minute. This is the worst time to be checking this message.
I'm like, look, nigga, whatever you want to do to get the frame of reference. But there was two Russian niggas fighting this guy in the spa. And like legit. And bruh, I think about that. If I'm in my house, I can't defend myself naked against niggas. At least if I have some drawers on.
You can fight naked?
Oh, yeah, nigga.
Okay.
I can't fight naked.
Oh, yeah.
What if he grabs your dick?
If that's what you're doing in a fight, nigga, I got questions.
No, yeah. Are you gonna ask these questions after I whoop your ass or what?
That's crazy.
After I had them cheeks, nigga. Oh god.
I think it'd be more scary for the other person if I ran at you butt naked, buff, black,
zero
and
fear,
greasy.
zero fear, zero fear in your eyes. You're just like
I'm just like this. Yeah.
You have zero fear. I would be like, nah, I'm leaving. I'm getting out. But sleeping, no, I'm not doing. That's overrated. People who sleep naked, you're fucking.
Did you fight a nigga?
No.
Butt naked?
Wait.
No.
Oh, butt naked?
If you broke in my house and I came at you like, what's up, nigga?
I'll be like, hey.
What's up, nigga?
I'll be like, no. This is the wrong house.
I'm already. First off, I'm already scared of you being so fucking ripped, and then I'm gonna be like, oh man, like now I gotta fight this nigga. He's ass nigga. He ain't scared. I was like, all right, bro. Like, look, we're gonna take the TV, but we don't even want that. Like, I don't want no smoke, man. Like, we got into the wrong house. Like, just
hey, look, man. I'm sorry. Here,
I'm sorry, bro. Like, this was a huge mistake. This is a learning lesson for the both of us. Like, I don't want to do this anymore in my life. I'm legitimately changing over my whole scheme. I'm converting to Mormonism. Anyway, look, people who sleep naked.
Best of luck to you.
I don't know.
You want to sleep with a gun naked? I'm sleeping with a gun naked.
Properly rated.
Women sleeping with
their bra. Overrated.
Women sleeping with their bra off. Okay,
that's cool. Normal.
Just bra and panties, no bra panties. That's fine. Like I feel like women have somewhat more control sometimes. But even still, like in terms of like just pleasantries, like you just want to be like nice and clothed. Like you don't want to be just going like ass to cheeks on sheets. Like it's just unless you're having sex. But that's different. I feel like when you're laying there all night, like then it's a little bit different. I don't know.
I feel like farts when you're fucking not wearing underwear, just like
it hits different. Like, it hits different. It permeates your sheets and your mattress different. Like it just
those like unfiltered farts.
It's harsh. I want to keep all my clothes on and not my socks. Just like I'll take my socks off. That's like. I was gonna ask you a question, but that's Susio hour question.
Oh yeah.
But no, legitimately, overrated, 100%, overrated, right?
Yeah, overrated.
Everybody agrees? Overrated. All right. White toes. Last subject.
You did this on purpose, didn't you?
He probably did. That man does his research.
You did this on purpose, huh? This might get real X-rated, so I don't know where you want to go with this.
I know where she want to go.
Hey,
in the room.
Hey, fucking throw the TV out the window.
Hold on, wait. Like, so it wasn't so the topic wasn't actually white toes. I just googled white toes for the toes. It was pretty feet / toes.
Wait.
So he's still getting to know me. So he probably hasn't seen my rant. So he was probably looking confused, like, what is happening? So
give me the cliff notes.
So
Go ahead. Speak on it.
I want to hear the cliff notes from you. All right. So what you take from me off social media? This will be gold.
My man's like he's the official. Grab me one too. The foot ambassador of San Jose. I don't know how you put it. This man is like an advocate. I've never heard someone go so hard for feet, like on just in general than this man here.
Wait. Are you a feet guy? You're in a feet? No, I thought that was a joke earlier. Like,
no, bro,
you're a foot guy. You're in a feet.
The official. Can we put? Hey, can you edit under his name right here? Shareef Allman. National official foot ambassador of San Jose.
Oh my god!
It's gonna be like no one.
My man likes good looking feet. And I want to know, good looking feet.
I mean, a good looking foot is good.
Overrated or underrated or properly rated?
Super properly rated.
Okay, I think it's underrated.
You think it's underrated?
I think it's underrated. And the reason why I say like a good looking foot or even white toes in general is
What's
underrated.
the deal with white toes? Can I just ask
They think that's like toxic.
I mean, I like them, but
they think it assumes like toxic because a lot of these women that have like white toenails are just up to demon time shit.
They are.
They are.
Not really. Not all the time.
They are.
No fucking way.
They are.
Not all the
They
time.
got coffin nails and acrylic and a white toe.
How do you know about that? No, I'm just playing. Have you seen those? You seen those? Yeah. You seen those ones? Like, yeah. But I mean, no.
Can we scroll? I mean,
these feet look horrendous.
No, I mean, no, those are, let's admit those, but can we scroll down? Yeah.
I mean, I always tell people, hey, you please your partner, suck them toes.
Hey, how we feel?
No, ew, that's disgusting.
Okay, so now we have.
Draw the line?
We're getting some boundaries.
Draw the line? You touch feet.
Oh, I do everything.
Or you're a massager. You're a massager.
I'm gonna do everything but suck toes. I've never sucked toes in my life. That's disgusting.
I'm glad we cleared this up because I mean,
I would never suck toes. My cousin,
they go on the floor.
My cousin is an advocate and trying to get me to do two things that he says I don't know until I do it: suck toes and get my ass ate. Two, I would never do.
Dope Theory Podcast people. Y'all gonna take this fucking hashtag down because I got another brother here who ain't never gonna get his ass eaten.
Nope.
Thank you.
Nope.
Thank you very much. Where's the claps at? Where are the claps at? All right, hey, bro. Like, nah, that's some real shit. These girls on here try to tell me I need to get my booty hole eaten.
That's crazy.
Wait, so, yeah.
No, I would never do that.
Out there.
I would never lick toes and get my ass ate. You would never do that to me. My boy is an advocate. He's like, nigga, you don't know until you know.
I have plenty of friends.
Guy.
I have plenty of friends that like legitimately tell me. Like,
way before my girlfriend, I messed with this girl who was like told me she was like after we messed around like weeks later she was just venting to me. No, she was just venting to me and she was like, I ate this guy's ass out and I haven't talked to her since.
Bro,
I don't even look at women the same when they tell me they've done that.
Bro,
that's disgusting.
She didn't tell you that, did she? She said that? She said that to you?
Yeah, and I haven't talked to her since.
Off rip. All right, well.
That's gross. I look at you a whole different way,
bro.
Look, here's the thing.
That's gross.
I would do the thing,
and no knock,
like I'll be like,
and
I can't.
Look, and no knock, and no knock to anybody that's doing it out there.
No, I'm knocking you.
Yeah,
fuck that. That's
she said,
disgusting.
knock.
Nope. I just told you. I just told you I haven't talked to a girl who told me she did that. That's disgusting. I look at women as this whole like beautiful flower entity, and then you tell me you had your fucking face in a nigga's coiled hairy ass cheeks.
but
We need to not have writers back on this show because they're vivid. Like they're vivid.
Bro, you over here like you just painting this picture.
Like, because I got it in my head. I'm like, nah, nope, no.
So yeah. So
well, I'll say this.
so no. Wait,
I always say, this is my running thing. I always tell my homies when we get in this debate, I say, the day you can show me a manly position, I will get my ass eaten. I said, it will never happen.
Legs up in the air.
No.
Just
You, nigga, me on all fours with my forehead into the pillow?
You know what's funny is that?
That's crazy. I don't even eat pussy with my ass in the air. That's crazy. I lay on my stomach like a sniper.
You'll be clicking your heels together. Like you like heels be clicking.
Nigga, if you eat a girl and your ass is in the air, I got questions.
Hold on, bro. Wait. So you be laying there, sniper style.
Yes. Or with my knee on the ground, like I'm in a fucking football huddle.
Feet in the air or no?
Huh?
Feet in the air?
My
feet in the air or no? Feet in the air, yeah.
My feet.
Yeah.
Like me on my stomach with my fucking feet kicking back and forth like I'm reading a love book.
Yeah.
No, you're crazy. This
Wait a minute.
Sick.
I'm just asking. I'm trying to paint the visual, okay?
Nigga said I'm out here like this.
He's over here
I'm fucking dying.
He said like he's eating a love
I would
book.
never
He said, get on his fucking stomach like a sniper, ass up in the air. I'm fucking
No,
gone.
that's crazy.
Hold on.
That
I gotta
is
think about how I
crazy.
eat pussy.
I can tell you how I do it. I always am on one knee like a football huddle, and I go to work, but I will never lay a shorty on the bed and then be like, oh, let me crawl to it on my stomach and kick my feet up and have my toes curl back. That's crazy, nigga.
See, and now you got me thinking of like every time I ever ate pussy, like what my body position was, because I'm like, I damn know for a fact. Yeah, nigga, I know for a fact. I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, where was I when this happened? Where were? Hey, this is Eric Woodruff. This is me with my ass up in the air eating vagina for the first time.
The only time I'll give you niggas a little bit of credit that I kind of was like that was just back seat, but that's because you're in the back seat of a car.
You don't have no room.
Yeah.
You know how
ass up in the air.
This nigga had to.
Well, no, okay, so like now, I do the whole like I'll like kneel at the end of the bed.
Yeah,
like,
that's what
so
I
it's
do.
like okay, that's a little bit.
Kneel at the end of the bed.
Yeah.
Yes,
so you
her
gotta
legs
hear
go
it,
over.
This nigga, how you?
They're here. They're here. Look at my
ass.
hands.
You eat ass.
American sniper style nigga. Don't be touching me.
You eat ass. This nigga. Oh my god.
No, I don't eat. No, I
This is
don't.
my water bottle.
He doesn't.
Wait, no,
he doesn't
hey.
eat ass.
Have you got your ass ate, nigga?
No,
I
he doesn't.
No,
No,
I
he
haven't.
doesn't.
I haven't. But here's the thing. I'm not.
Nigga, I know your ass cheeks look like your beard.
He's not an ass eater.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah. I'm not an ass eater. I got a bidet upstairs actually, so if my ass was getting eaten, it'd be a very clean ass. But no pun intended.
My man's crazy.
No, I never got my ass eaten. I'm not against other people getting their ass eaten.
I am.
I'm not. But
It's gross.
someone made a good point. One of my buddies made a good point. He said, "I'm not against people getting their ass eaten. It's just that I can't I can't walk around and be the person that I am and claim to be this person if you guys just know that I'm out here getting my ass eaten. So that's why I can't do it."
Oh, real shit.
I really have had my homies like, oh, Shaw, you don't know until you gotta try it once.
I mean, I'm kind of testing the nigga's integrity that's getting his cheek spread, like just a tad, and getting.
He said, "So you can show me a more appropriate way of getting my ass eaten or feeling that type of."
I wish I would be on my back holding.
There's
my
just
knees.
nothing in But remember they tried to justify it. Remember the girls they tried to justify it. Like shout out to Alyssa and fucking Jessica.
Yeah, Justin, Jessica.
I don't know who you
They
are,
tried
but I don't even want to watch that episode.
They
I
tried
don't
to
know you eat ass.
It was kind of hilarious. Like
Yeah,
no
it
joke.
was
Because
were those the two white girls?
yes, yeah. They legitimately tried to say they're like, how do you know? They're like, you won't know until it happens. I'm like, but it'll never happen because it's like I have mental hangups.
Now
like,
I can only picture them with their tongue in a nigga's ass and their fucking nose resting on his gooch, and I hate it.
I mean,
Listen, what was their names?
Don't give them the names.
Yeah,
Look,
do
you boo?
They're off the Shareef Allman.
yeah. Hey.
They won't be coming to the red carpet party.
Nah, but I mean, legitimately, it's like. I mean, if it's do what you like, do what you feel.
Hey,
something that you're into, something.
Hey, can we go back?
Actually, no. I my bad. I'm actually being conflicting because just an hour ago I was talking about people should just do what they love and nobody care about. So you know what? I take everything I say back.
I mean,
do what you love. It has nothing to do with me. But if you do try to do that with me, I won't even talk to you.
Shareef Allman, thanks for coming on the show.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been it's been real. It's been good. It's been everything I wanted. Eric?
Yes, and then some. Like seriously, like no bullshit. Like you overdid it. Yeah, I fear for our next guest that comes on. Yeah, they got to do some crazy shit like spin some plates or like fucking like drive a fucking bus over like some motorcycles or something, right? Vice versa.
It's gotta be.
Well, if you guys are free, I'll see you tomorrow because I want you guys.
No,
to be
we
there.
absolutely gonna be free.
We're
making it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got your shirts downstairs. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
want.
No, we're gonna come out with you. Yeah, but no, seriously, we thank you so much for coming on, man. Like seriously, you've been nothing but
Thank
pleasure,
you,
my brother. Like seriously, it's been like I gotta give the claps again. I've enjoyed this, and we will definitely like if we're not your baggage handlers, we'll definitely collaborate on some real shit in the future.
I just want to
like,
be. I just want to be
next to the fire.
I just want to be guard
keep me
number
warm,
7.
baby. Like
guard number 7. I ain't trying to. No, number 7. There's 6 girls, isn't there?
Yeah.
So the 7th one is just there, like fucking watching, Country Girl at Heart on their phone.
Yeah, he's the one turning the blind eye. Like I didn't know what happened.
I'm the one turning the blind eye.
Yeah. He's like, I could have done something.
I work the day shift. I'm not the rape shift.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. But I mean, honestly, like we have a lot of like very well astute guests with like high accolades, but you have something very special going for you, and I want to let you know, like, you need to keep that going, like, no matter what. Like, I want to see you really turn these, like, I mean, this shit's on, like, not wax, but it's on paper, my nigga. Like, you're immortal. Like, no matter what happens, no matter what anybody can say to you or do anything, you have to know in your heart of hearts that you are going to be immortalized forever. Like, and that's how I feel about my forum. That's how you should feel about your forum, our forum, period. Like, we'll be immortal forever. Like, no one can take this shit away from you. Yeah. And don't let anybody ever don't take shit. I tell this to everybody. Don't take shit off nobody, bro. Don't take shit off nobody. Because you did something that a lot of people can't fucking do. Put words on paper. Period. With the things that you told us, it's amazing. And I hope that you accomplish every single dream in life. And I hope that you get to be able to achieve all your goals no matter what. Like, and I to death. And this is a man that's chasing his goals himself. And so hopefully we can hold hands in this shit all the way to the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Hey,
let's do this.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know.
All right. Shareef,
you have any last words?
Yeah. Promo time. Last words, promo time. Where can we find you? What's the best way to follow you? What's the best way to, just keep in touch with you for those out there?
Here, across the board.
You can find me on Instagram.
We'll drop it right here.
BOOK Reef, REEF. That's where you can find me in my work. I'm a young author, just trying to motivate the people, show them that we're equal. Sometimes I'm looking at the world like it's. No, I'm just playing. All right, all right, you guys. Yeah, just find me at Book Reef on social media, and that's where you can find me. Mainly Instagram. I be entertaining the world.
Hey, man.
Seriously. Yeah. If you want to hear his music, Shareef Allman TV2 on YouTube. Amazon.
Countless hours on Amazon.
Amazing. Out right now.
I'm buying that shit tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. What other books are out right now? Just
that one.
Just this one right now. So this one's on Amazon right now. And then what else you got? That's it for now. I think the best thing to do is just go ahead and follow him. He's posting every day.
Feet only fans.
No, it's not that.
No, but for real, like I've had a great time. Seriously,
I appreciate
this is fun.
You're gonna come back.
Oh, yeah, no, well, I can't wait to do part 2.
Yeah, everybody's got to.
We're gonna do part 2 after.
See, here's the thing: we've gotten through our year of like real live interviews. Like for people that have been on here, like y'all motherfuckers got to come back now because and now it's more comfortable, so we know who you are. And y'all know what to expect. So.
Yeah, we've never done a part 2 interview yet.
Yeah,
of anyone, but that's okay because
I'm ready for it.
There's a bunch of people that I want to get. There's a lot of people. Like I said, there's a lot of people in San Jose, and beyond that are creators, entrepreneurs, artists, and things like that I do want to go through, and I want to put out there and stuff like that. But I'm glad you're now on the list of honorary Dope Theory podcast members.
Hey.
When we throw a party one day and invite you guys all back, hopefully you're not too big to make a cameo.
To this day.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye.
It's been us.
Have a good weekend.
The One Leg Bandit, Joe Weezy,
yes,
and Shareef Allman. Go check him out. All right.
Yes,
Thank you.
Indeed.
Good night.